Good morning, my friends. Happy Wednesday. Today is the last Wednesday of February. It is also Ash Wednesday, which means it is the beginning of Lent. And today, for me, is also me taking a mental health day because earlier in this week, Monday and Tuesday have been rough days, resulting in basically like a complete emotional breakdown of everything I have been repressing from essentially the move. You know how Gracie had like her anxiety disorders like 2 months after we moved into our new home? It's like my explosion happened yesterday. It was very, very bad. Very bad. And so I am paying for it in the way that, like, you know how you just end up emotionally drained, just completely and utterly emptied of yourself after like a big emotional outburst like that? That's how I feel today. I have a headache that won't go away because it's like the emotional hangover headache, and it is what it is. And so I was like, you know what? I don't have to work today. I don't have to live stream today. I don't have to do anything today. So we're going to take a mental health day. And that doesn't mean that I'm not doing anything. I've actually been sitting at the computer for the last hour and a half in my Made to Crave Lenten Bible study group, creating posts and scheduling things and getting all of that done because I need to, yes, but I also want to, and it is enjoyable and cathartic, and I'm planning and I'm reflecting and doing all sorts of things, which has been very, very helpful. The fact that it is a mental health day doesn't mean that nothing is happening. It just means I'm kind of playing it by ear. Will I work out today? I don't know. Will I don't know, clean things today? I don't know. I will clean the kitchen today because the kitchen's a little bit of a mess. But I just thought that I would show you guys kind of what I do on a day that is unplanned. It is not a work day. It is not an official housewife day. It's a day that I can kind of do whatever the heck I want. And I'm going to lean into that and take full advantage of that while I can, which is awesome. I'm going to do things exclusively that I want to do, save one thing, which is I have to do documents for travel insurance, because the thing that the straw that broke the camel's back emotionally yesterday, so to speak, was canceling our cruise that we have had planned since the end of 2018. And we were supposed to leave on that in 10 days. So that is what broke me, and just, oh, it was really, really bad, you guys. But now I have to go and actually like claim the insurance and do all the things so we get credit back so we can go on a cruise later in life, which will be great. But other than that, I don't have any have-tos today. So we're going to see what the want-tos turn into. All right, friends, here is my breakfast. It is big and it is hearty, and that's okay because it is 20 after 10. I have some strawberries, and you might notice there's some stuff on top of them. I purchased some stuff from this company called Flavor God, not sponsored or anything. I bought all this all my own, and this is a chocolate donut flavored seasoning that has 0 calories, so I sprinkled a little bit on there just for a little bit of extra something. In the same way, I have 1 piece of the Trader Joe's sprouted sourdough bread, 2 bites, points, whatever you want to call them, on Points Plus. I'm following iTrack Bites carb conscious plan as per usual, which is the equivalent of the old Weight Watchers Points Plus plan. I have that topped with this buttery cinnamon roll from the Flavor God. Very, very good. And some, I can't believe it's not butter light, which is 1 bite. Point whatever. So far this piece of toast is 3. And then I have 12 tablespoons of egg whites in here, which is 2 points or bites. And then I actually, can you see, I have meat in here. I have a Gilbert's fig and feta chicken sausage, which is 3. And then I have 1.5 ounces of the Trader Joe's fat-free crumbled feta cheese, which is also only 1. So my total should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like I'm missing something because I'm pretty sure this calculated as 10 points, but I'll take the 9 instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess it's only 9 points. Happy day. All right. Breakfast has been had. Putzing on the phone has happened. And by putzing, I mean like social media work. I've actually been doing work just from the chair. And now I need to tidy just a little bit, mainly for my sanity. Truly for my sanity. So here we go. There we go. That feels much, much better. Definitely had to cave in and take some ibuprofen. I told you guys about like the emotional hangover headache that won't quit. I've tried everything. I'm somebody who's like, I'm not afraid of the painkillers. I'm really not. I'm very much pro medicine. But things like painkillers, especially for someone like me, it's very easy for me to abuse ibuprofen. If I took ibuprofen at every time something hurt in my body, I'd literally be taking it every day. So I am very intentional about when I take ibuprofen. I have to truly hurt or have something that just won't quit. And my headache just won't quit. I've done CBD oil. I have done excessive amounts of hydration. It's 1 p.m. and I have 64 ounces of water, that's half a gallon, in my body already. And I've got, I had food, I had a beautiful breakfast. I actually ended up, here's like a PMS thing. I ended up sitting down and eating, I guess it was like half a bag of this, which is fine. Technically these are points. I actually have them written down. It's 3 points plus or 7 smart points for a serving of these. These are just dried apples. I have of my own rule about the dried fruit. As long as it's just dried fruit, literally the only ingredient in this is organic dried apples. As long as I down a bunch of water to rehydrate, which that doesn't actually happen, but it kind of adds the volume back in, you know, then I don't count it as points. So I ate some apples and that felt very binge worthy, even though it wasn't. Like, it was a regular size serving and it was great and it felt like sweet like candy, but it wasn't. It was fruit. So it really satisfied me, and now I'm so full that it's 1:30 p.m. or 1:15 and I have not even considered lunch yet, which feels really good. So I took some ibuprofen. I had a little snacky snack of some dried fruit, and I'm thinking about going upstairs. I just turned off the fireplace. All of the heat from the fireplace rises, so now I can go hang out in the loft and be warm and cozy, as warm as I can be. We're gonna see how warm that actually is, and continue my day. One thing I am doing for my mental health day, these are my power sheets, and it is almost March. Surprise, surprise. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of time right now, and I'm going to fill out and do my March power sheets and get all of my goals and everything, and my tending list. By the way, here's what a tending list looks like when it's completely blank. I'm going to get my tending list for March done. All right, it is almost 3 o'clock. Yes, it's that late already, and I'm just now deciding that I want to eat a little something for lunch. And I'm not even that hungry. I just know that I'm going to run out of time. I'm going to have to start my intermittent fasting timer at some point, so I should probably eat some food. So I'm finishing up my light cravings macaroni and cheese, which is what I meal prepped in my meal prep video, and then I ended up sprinkling on another Flavor God seasoning, and it is their pizza seasoning, just to kind of give it a little something extra. So this is 5 points plus. All right, my friends, now I'm hanging out in my content planner. It's literally called the content planner, and I'm looking at March. Can you even believe it? And look at this blank slate full of nothing but my live streams sitting here. What titles should go on these pages, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in the comments below. Have I taken the time to tell you guys about my latest to-do list obsession, which is the perpetual to-do list, or the never-ending to-do list? I got this idea from Kayla over at Oh Hello, I can't remember the name of her channel. It's Oh Hello Co. or Oh Hello Stationery Co. or something like that. And she uses she's another Erin Condren affiliate, and she just uses one of her Erin Condren notebooks and writes a perpetual to-do list. So literally every to-do list task that she has in here, she writes down, and then just you cross it off as you go. And then even if you're pages ahead, you can always scroll back and be like, what is that 1 or 2 items that I didn't do? And you can go and do them. So I have been using this as a perpetual to-do list, and I have been loving it. I've been getting so much done, and even today as I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, because I'm like this mental health day has been good, but I've tidied, I've cleaned up my office. I set a timer for 20 minutes and cleaned up my office, which procrastination or anti-procrastination tip, use timers, my friends, use timers. I literally several times today, I'm like, okay, I have to go and clean the kitchen before I can do X, which was, sit on my butt and watch TV for half an hour. So I set a timer for 20 minutes and I said, you gotta go until the timer is done. And believe it or not, lo and behold, the kitchen was clean by the the time the timer went off. So it is a great way to kind of give yourself a, okay, just 15 or 20 minutes and then you can, and then you'll get your tests done. So that's what I've been doing. And I just went through my list and realized I could check off like 7 things. And it's really, really cool. So I just thought I'd show it to you real quick. Well, look who decided to grace us with her presence. Can I help you with something, little missy? What would you like? You came all the way upstairs for something. Gracie, what do you want? What? What? You sit? Sit down. Good doggy. What can I do for you? Say, I don't know, Mama. I'm just here to pester because pestering is what I do. Yes. You want me to go downstairs? You want to go downstairs? Yeah, let's go. Let's go downstairs. Come on, let's go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go! It is leftover pot roast for dinner. I have just this little chunk of meat, which is 3 ounces, which I'm tracking as 4 points. And then I'm tracking the vegetables as 2. It's mostly carrots. There's a little bit of potato in here. And the only thing in my sauce is onion soup mix. So I just kind of track the basics. I don't know if that's completely accurate, but that's okay. So this is going to cost me 6 points total. It's not very much food, all things considered, but that's all I had left, and I'm not cooking anything, so this is what's dinner tonight. Finishing up my day with the Eat Me Guilt-Free Brownie. 22 grams of protein, 190 calories. This is like their birthday cake, Blondie. Birthday cake is what it's called. Pretty good. I'm quickly... Hey, what do you think you're doing? You lay back down. Thank you. I have been loving these. You will be seeing more about these on my channel very soon. All right, man. I'm still showing up, trying to get all my steps in by using my little cubie, my underdesk elliptical. Don't let this little thing fool you. It packs a punch. Let me tell you, I just stood up to go grab my camera, and my quads are on fire. But I am doing my iTrack Bites ambassador thing, which I am an iTrack Bites ambassador, which is the app that I use to track my bites. And every week, Jordan goes live on the iTrack Bites Instagram page, and I'm hanging out in the comment section to chat along with people. So that is what I'm up to while I wait for my husband to get home. I want to take a second and show you how my mental health day is bleeding into my next day. So now it is Thursday, and I'm starting my day with a daily harvest smoothie for breakfast. I haven't had one of these in a while. They've just been kind of sitting in my freezer. I've been, wanting warm things for breakfast or different things. I've been changing it up a little bit. But today, due to the fact that my period is supposed to start today or tomorrow, I'm in the height of PMS, I've had an exhausting week, I actually decided to go with this high-fat, high-protein smoothie to create a Fab 4 smoothie. And what I love about the cacao and avocado one, look at that, guys. Oh, I love that you can see all the stuff. It's just, oh my God. This makes me so excited because I know it's so thick and delicious and, oh, so good. But the cacao and avocado has a lot of good stuff for you, but it is very, very high fat. So here's all the ingredients. All of the stars mean organic. So there's cacao, coconut, avocado, zucchini, pumpkin seed, dates, and pea protein. There's a lot of stuff in here that's not 0 point or 0 bite. So I end up having to count this bad boy. It's gonna be a lot of points. Oh no, I'm gonna make a mess. Hang on. Look at that. That's what's on the other side. Anyway, as I was saying, it's going to be a lot of points because of all the stuff in it. I mean, look at that. 510 calories, 35 grams of fat, but 21 grams of protein and 12 grams of fiber. So this is a complete meal. And what I'm going to end up doing is adding a couple of things to it to make it even more Fab 4. And this should last me for a while. But what I love about the Daily Harvest smoothies, and I've said this a billion times, is that you know what's in here and you know it's all good for you. Look at that. Yes, it's high in fat, but fat is not the enemy. It's all good, healthy, natural things for you. And that is my favorite thing ever. So I'm treating myself to a deliciously creamy and chocolatey, fatty Fab 4 smoothie that's hopefully going to fuel my body appropriately to handle what it needs to handle today. And that is a big part of mental health, my friends. In case you're wondering what the other things I added, I actually use unsweetened almond milk as my base. And then for this particular smoothie, because there's already protein in here, this is not flax, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a flax container that I'm using. This is actually Vital Proteins collagen protein, and I put 1 scoop in there for an extra 9 grams of protein and to get some collagen in along with the protein that's already there. And I have a new brand of acacia fiber. You guys see this brand all the time, Now Foods. I own a lot of supplements by Now Foods. This is not sponsored, although, hey, Now Foods, if you want to sponsor me, I would be here for it. Not gonna lie, I love your products. So what's interesting about this, though, is this is acacia fiber. I've been using the one you can buy at Whole Foods. This one's a little bit brown, and I'm not quite sure if it's gonna act differently than the Whole Foods one, but I couldn't find the Whole Foods one that I like on Amazon. So I went with Now Foods because it's a brand I trust. We'll see. We'll see. So this ends up being, this actually has more per scoop. So there's 1 level teaspoon is 25 calories. The old one that I used, the Whole Foods one, was 20 calories. And it is 6 grams of carbs, but 6 grams of fiber. It's all straight fiber. And the Whole Foods one was 5 grams of fiber. So it comes to 0 points plus still, because if it's a 1-for-1 ratio, it sticks at 0 for a very, very long time. So that adds extra fiber to my thing, which means I've got like 18 grams of fiber and 30 grams of protein in this bad boy with 35 grams of fat. Hello, Fab 4. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, do you want to hear the damage that this Daily Harvest smoothie is? With everything that I added to it, it is 17 points plus. Yep, 17. And you know what? That is okay. And let me tell you why. Because today, my goal, given where I am in my cycle and what I am susceptible to, like when it's the day of your period or the day before your period, like you can give into cravings, you get sugar craving, you get all of these things. And what I'm doing by fueling myself with good foods is trying to prevent that. So yes, it's higher in points, but you know what? That's going to be okay with me today. And I also haven't been hungry. It's like 10:30 in the morning and I've been fasting for 16 hours. Like I feel good, all things considered. So I'm enjoying this and I'm gonna see how long it is until I end up hungry again later, and it'll be fine. I'm completely okay with what I'm about to spend with my points and my smoothie. Now, if you're like, oh, but Daily Harvest smoothies are so many points. This is not typical for a Daily Harvest smoothie. There's actually a lot of them that are all fruits and vegetables. So if you are team no count blended fruit, which is technically not on the plan, technically you're supposed to count your blended fruit. I personally do not, especially when they're in pre-portioned packets like this. But there are a lot that are just fruits and vegetables and 0 point things that I don't count at all. And I make my own Fab 4 smoothies with them as a base. The cacao and avocado one is just one that kind of has everything already in it for me. The fat, the protein, all of it's there, and I just add a little bit extra to supplement rather than to create everything from scratch using the smoothie as a base. So I'm a huge fan of the brand, as you guys know. I do have a discount code. If you use code Diva Divine, you can get $25 off of your first box if you are interested in trying. If not, no big deal. I am affiliated with them, and I do end up getting a kickback of like 10 bucks if you use it. So if you decide to use it, great. If not, no problem. But yeah. So that's my breakfast for today. Hey, so it is Thursday. It's Thursday now, and you just saw the breakfast that I had today. Weirdly, I actually didn't drink all of it. I still have about a third of it left sitting in the refrigerator because I had no appetite this morning. None, zip, zero, which was very, very weird for me given the fact that my period's due to start any day now. So I'm like, I've been having a very weird day, but I wanted to come on here just to say, A, thank you for watching my random mental health day vlog, but B, I wanted to tell you that my mental health day actually really did help me. I still got a lot of things done, including things like actually submitting all of the information needed for the refund or the insurance from our cancellation of our trip, and all sorts of to-do list items actually got completed yesterday, but I didn't put any pressure on myself to do anything, and I took a chill pill and relaxed when I wanted to relax. Watched some TV over lunch, took it a little bit easy and poked at a game for a little while, but also set timers and still remained productive, which I was really, really proud of. I did not end up working out at all yesterday, but I did get almost 10,000 steps. I was so close. I was at like 9,200 steps, but I didn't even stress about it because it didn't matter. It just didn't matter yesterday. And then the alternative was today I ended up bargaining with myself that I wanted to watch the last episode of Love is Blind, which, oh my gosh, you guys, totally binge-worthy trash TV on Netflix. Love is Blind. And I bargained with myself that the only way I'd be allowed to do that is if I went to the gym and did it while on an exercise machine. So guess what I did for an hour and 20 minutes today, because that's how long the episode was. This girl went and hung out on an elliptical, which was awesome. So I kind of recouped the missing steps that I missed yesterday, today, which was great. And ultimately, everything was very, very helpful. I went over in my points a little bit, but not over in my calories. I don't think oh, I did show you guys what I ate. I just didn't give you my grand totals. I can't remember exactly how many points I consumed yesterday, but it ended up being 1,400 calories, almost exactly, which is spot on for me. And I ended up eating a lot of protein too, which is exactly what I've been striving for lately. So on point, done, check. But I guess the moral of this story is sometimes you just gotta take a day. And I know not everybody has the luxury of just being able to be like, I'm not doing anything today. I know there are children, I know there are jobs outside of the home, but there's something to be said for even giving yourself a little bit of grace, like in the evening, or if you can leave work an hour early, or if you can just make no plans or plans, whatever the mental health day thing is for you. But if you can make plans after work, or make no plans after work, or go in late, or do something, or hire a babysitter and just leave the kids at home and go do something for yourself for a few hours, there is something definitely to be said for taking a conscious mental health day. Because the other thing that could have happened would have been I could have given myself that grace without the grace and then beaten myself over the fact that I wanted to sit and watch TV and do absolutely nothing for a couple of hours, or whatever it may be. But there's something magical in giving yourself permission to take that break, be that break an hour, a couple of hours, or an entire day. So I highly encourage you guys to take care of your mental health. It's very, very, very important. And while I haven't suffered from any clinical depression or anything like that in my life, so I don't know truly what like the deep depths of mental disorders are like, I do have more than sometimes I would care to admit. And taking care of your mental health and taking care of my mental health is something that has become more of a thing for me lately. And it's something I'm going to be focusing on very, very intentionally in the future, including my goals for next month. Just you wait, guys. All of my goals for next month, or most of them anyway, are around mental health and doing things for me instead of doing things to get things done. And I think it's going to be very, very helpful, help pull me out of this seasonal rut and really get things going. So on that note, thank you for watching my vlog on my mental health day, and I will see you in my next video.